Good evening, everybody. I'd like to call the township, at the Addison Township Zoning Board of Appeals to order. We'd start with a pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm a little rusty.
We don't remember either.
Yeah, that's a
So
good.
we wouldn't know what you do wrong.
We'll keep you on the rails.
Okay. We could have a roll call, please.
Tony Spina, absent excused. Ed Brinkfield.
Here.
Eric Stepp.
Here,
Robert DeWitt.
Here.
Jay Sandler.
I'm here.
And Bill Marshall.
here.
All right, next item on the agenda here would be approval of our agenda. If we,
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as written.
I second that.
any discussion? Hearing none, if we could have a roll call vote, please.
Jay Sandler.
Approved, yes.
Bill Marshall.
Yes.
Eric Stepp.
I don't think I was part of the CBA at that meeting.
I thought you were.
Was I?
Yeah, you were.
Was I? Okay, I
It's been so
approve
long
it.
ago.
That's why I make sure. I think that was the first meeting.
I should have said vice chair signed.
Oh, vice chair. That's right. Oh, that's where you guys, I
Yeah,
remember
vice
that
chair
meeting
signed.
very well now.
Okay.
Okay. It's coming back to me now.
Ed Brinkfield.
Yeah, that kind of rang a
Yes.
bell.
Chair DeWitt.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
It's coming
Wow.
back.
Man. Excuse me. Next item on the agenda would be approval of our April 11th, 2024 minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the April minutes.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? Hearing none, if we could have a roll call vote on the motion?
Ed Brinkfield.
Yes.
Vice chair signed.
Yes. Thank
Jay
you.
Sandler.
Yes.
Bill Marshall.
Yes.
Chair DeWitt.
Yes. Okay.
You just have to read the name tags, you know?
I know. I try to
That's,
call him
that's what it was.
All right. Next item on our agenda is a public hearing on our case number 24-2. The applicant is Timothy and Melissa Brinker.
My wife's
That's okay, Mr. Brinker.
I know it all, though, she doesn't know.
So, the property address is 1527 Vernier Lane, Leonard, Michigan, 48367. Parcel ID 05.27.276.010 and 011. Zoning is R-1. This is our public hearing. The applicant is seeking a non-use dimensional variance of 75 feet from 100-foot setback and/or 25 feet from the 50-foot setback from the lake. The variance request is from the Township of Addison Code of Ordinances, Appendix A, Zoning, Article 13, Section 13.03.3. 13.03.3, septic systems shall be located a minimum of 100 feet from the lake and shall be designed so as to drain away from the lake and its watersheds and its tributaries and any wells. The 100-foot setback may be reduced to not less than 50 feet, provided that an applicant submits to the township an approved on-site wastewater treatment system permit issued by the Oakland County Health Division or any replacement entity. Mr. Brinker, is that the request you're making tonight?
Well, the engineer field, it's all in the paperwork that I submitted to Oakland County. I have an okay permit. I don't know what else you guys want.
Okay, well, that is the request you're making though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to your comments and other things in a few moments here. Okay. So this is tonight is the night for a public hearing, and what we normally do here is that we'll make a motion to open the public hearing so the public can make comments. If we could have a motion to open it for the public hearing?
I'll make them,
I'll second.
Okay.
got it.
Any discussion? Hearing none, if we could have a roll call vote on the opening of the public hearing?
Phil Marshall.
Yes.
Jay Sandler.
Yes.
Chair DeWitt.
Yes.
Vice Chair Sent.
Yes.
Ed Brightfield.
Yes.
Okay, so the motion is passed. Is there anybody in the audience tonight that wants to make a comment, other than Mr. Brinker, of course, on this application for the variance? Okay, no one's here, so I guess we have a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll make that motion, close the public hearing.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Hearing none, if we have a roll call vote on the motion to close.
Phil Marshall.
Yes.
Jay Sandler.
Yes.
Chair DeWitt.
Yes.
Vice Chair Sent.
Yes.
Ed Brightfield.
Okay,
We're all out of practice.
yes. Okay, Mr. Brinker, this is your chance to address your proposal to the board. If you want to come to the microphone, it's up to you. I think we can hear you, but,
Not a problem, everybody can hear me.
so,
Basically, I volunteered myself to put in an engineered field. I went to the health department, I first went to the septic guy, and then he had me go to the health department, and I got a permit to perk, and then they decided that I need an engineered field, and that's, you guys have the engineering from the engineer. And basically, I'm not really, they're putting in the holding tanks near the lake. So the holding tanks hold everything, and it doesn't disperse anything until it goes to, it's gonna be not really, it's gonna be close to 100 feet from the lake anyways, because the field, or it doesn't start, the field doesn't start 100 until 100 feet away from the lake. The holding tanks might be in 25 feet of the lake. Property. So, I don't know, what else you guys do?
I don't think I got that. Oh, here it is.
And the health department gave me a permit to go ahead and do it. I just went to work below. Have a permit here from the health department. I don't know if I gave you guys any. And basically, I got a pic, I don't know if you guys got a picture of where my house is, and, well, I have two of them. The lot that is going where the septic is an empty lot. It's always had the, I bought it from the people of Rosie's Bernier's, people that were selling it, so they, so Rosie always, I've been there since I was 21, I'm gonna be 70 in January, so what is that, 49 years or something, 48 years. So, it's always, the septic field and the septic tank has always been on the empty lot. So I don't see any reason why I can't put another field, but it's engineered, and so it's all to do with engineering. And the health department okayed it. I don't know what else I can tell you.
okay. Well, do any of the board members? Yeah, go
I
ahead.
did look at your drawing, and I think it's very well done. It covered everything. You did cover everything that Mr. Pyler asked you to do in the checklist. And combining the two lots is required, which you've got that covered. I then it was brought up, do you have the deed to submit for the record?
I probably have it at home, but nobody asked for the deed. I mean, I gave them the numbers.
Well, since it's two
Actually, I
lots,
think you did turn that in with the permit.
You turned in
The
one deed.
Was there.
we have one deed. We might need the second.
More copies?
No.
Is that-
No, there's two,
Yeah.
one
Oh, the
empty lot.
second deed for the
Lot.
solid
The one
lot.
you guys got from Rose, is it Rosie?
Yep.
That one, might be. We'll see what the board says. Maybe it's not needed.
I mean, I pay taxes every year on an empty lot, so I mean, I think that's legal.
Are the two lots combined into one property, or they,
They're
or
two
you,
different lots,
they're two different lots?
yeah.
And,
One's an empty lot, and one's
and the
house.
septic will be in the empty lot?
Yes.
Well, I'm not sure of this, but I believe that you have to combine the two lots before you
If I
can do
have
what you wanna
combine
do.
them, I'll combine them.
Only thing on that lot.
They've always had a field in that empty lot, so I mean, I
But,
didn't think anything of it, so if I have to combine it, I'll combine it. Because
I'm pretty sure you have to combine the two lots
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
based on guidance we've had from legal.
He's combining the two lots.
So that there's one, so it's one parcel number and one tax bill before you can do what you wanna do.
that's fine, because I'm not gonna do anything until spring anyways, because it's been going on forever.
Yeah, he
It's
got
been
that
on
covered.
over a year and a half, so, I mean, another half a year, it doesn't bother me, because
Yep, but I think that's a restriction that's gonna stop us from giving you a uninhibited approval if we decide to do that, because they're two separate lots.
We could make it contingent on the.
Contingent upon that.
Well, unfortunately, the second lot, the lot where the septic tank sits, it cannot be the sole purpose of that lot. It's gotta
Right.
be something else.
That's why if you combine.
That's why you have to
them,
combine the two
Combine.
lots.
You got that?
That's
You
fine.
need
I
to
don't-
combine those.
if,
That's an easy
if I was
piece.
told I had to combine it, I would've combined it, but
Um,
nobody told me.
Based upon what I've learned in the last
Minute.
few days, I believe you're gonna have to go
That's fine.
meet with the township, I'm not sure who, there's a building department who does that,
With the building department.
and
assessor
then
and all.
have the lots combined into
Just
one
done
lot.
many
It's
times.
just paperwork.
Yeah.
It's like a piece of cake.
So Phil, do you have any questions?
Well, the septic system you're wanting to put in, is that one that requires pumping 2 or 3 times a year? Or-
No, I think it's only once or twice, in so many years.
Oh, so it's a traditional septic system?
I guess it's, because I gotta raise the land, 3 feet, I gotta, so basically, it gets pumped more often than a normal one, I guess. I was pumping mine every year, so I'm used to it, pumping every year.
It's an engineered system,
Yes,
it's called an engineered system. It requires maintenance and,
correct. My neighbor has one, so. And hers is closer to the lake than mine, so I'll be in good shape. And I volunteered to do this, so.
I got a question. The neighbor you're referring to, is that directly due south of you? Right next to you?
Right next to me.
And the septic field that's about 4 feet high from
Yeah.
the ground, that's right next to the house? And
Yes.
about 5 foot from the lake?
Right,
That's the field. Right here.
Yeah.
So that's what you're, for the record, that's what you're making reference to, right?
right.
Okay.
I have a picture, but I don't have it.
Are you planning on using the existing field?
No, that's coming out with the
Okay.
brand new tank, brand new
Seen this? Right there.
storage unit up front.
Have you ever seen this?
No.
The drain.
That's what
I don't
he
know
plans
how
on
much
doing. Yeah.
Drainage
This-
or whatever, it goes into the,
That's
they're
high.
gonna build a
Yeah.
3 foot high, so it doesn't
So
go
that's
into the
raised up high.
groundwater and everything.
it's
So it brings in all the dirt and sand, be basically, it'll be, the field will be all the lot, the empty lot.
So what you're requesting is that your septic system / field will be 25 foot to the lake,
Right. The whole.
not just the tank.
Basically, the tanks will be.
What do you mean, basically? Is it the field? How far is the
The
field?
field is gonna be here, basically, it looks on,
It appears from the drawing that the field is gonna be just over 25 feet.
right.
Yeah,
But
One tank is 25 feet, and then it looks like it's about another maybe 8 or 10 feet to the field.
Right.
Based on this.
but my point is, field / tank, there's no difference. It's a septic system.
Right.
yeah, but,
So
yeah.
this, so.
But I'm saying that it's not even, the tanks that are, they're sealed tanks, and they're not, basically in the waterway, or 25 feet of it, you know. Because
Well,
this is,
Yeah, but based on the drawing, a 500-gallon pump chamber is not sealed. There's access to it.
well, it's sealed above the ground. I mean,
Yeah,
until the,
there's no dirt can get in it,
right. I mean, no water can come out
right?
until
Well,
it goes into the field itself.
yeah, 3 chambers, yeah.
Oh, you got the pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I
didn't
know
if
exactly what you have.
Yeah, something like that.
So, like I said, the,
Doesn't give a dimension.
Right.
I'm going by, the health department approved it. They didn't approve the first drawing that the engineer did, so then he redid it and to what the health department is. And I believe the health department goes through this all the time, so I believe they know what they're doing.
Okay. Any other questions of the board? By the board?
I think probably some of us would like to come out and see the site during the next month. Is there a phone number that we can contact you to meet you out there, or can we just, you want us to, you want to be there when we come out, or?
Here, if you want, come by, and come down my driveway and look at it. I mean, it's right there. So,
Okay. I think there's probably a phone number in the application. Normally there is.
248-766-74. I know, township has it. Building inspector has it.
It's on the application.
It's on the application.
It's in there.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I got one more question here. The, have you or the septic field contractor explored any other alternatives other than a traditional system? Not traditional, a different system than this, that does not require a field that large?
No, I mean, they have, because the health department said, you know what I'm trying to say? They told me I had to have an engineered field, the health department.
Yeah.
So I had the engineer draw this, and they do it all the time, so.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, the first time the health department said, no, I gotta have this and that. So they probably put the tanks in, the 3 tanks. You know, I don't know what,
I understand.
I'm
What I'm trying to get at is there are systems available, and people have them on the lake, that do not require a field like that. They're located higher up where they can easily be pumped out.
well,
And,
it's higher, it's
Yeah.
not below, like
yeah,
it is now.
I'm just saying, you have not explored anything like that.
Well, this is what they suggested,
What they
and this is
suggested.
what the health department
Okay.
said it was okay. So I'm
Thank you.
going by their
I-
point of view, and
I understand.
like I
Thank
said,
you.
I have an empty lot right next to it, and I'm it's always been in that field, but it's now that the people have noticed that it's better to go higher than into the lake, or, into the water area, digging in. So, I mean, I think this is the safest way, and so.
Okay, well done?
Just to be understood, and I mentioned that to you on the phone, you have to follow Mr. Pilar's checklist, make sure it's all covered. I believe your engineer did, but you
Yeah.
need to cross-check it, make sure it's all there, leave nothing out. And you understand you've got to combine the two lots with one.
Right, I mean, like, if I knew I had to combine it, I would have combined it.
And Mr. Brinker and I did get on the phone and we discussed this pretty much in detail, didn't we? And I told him what I was hoping I would see, and that would be Mr. Pilar's checklist to be followed. And pretty much that was it, the engineer drawings to be followed.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, if there are no more questions by the board, just so you know, this is our public hearing part of your application. Next month, we get together and we do, they call it deliberation, but that's where we make a decision on your
Yeah, I know.
application.
The inspector, building inspector told me about it.
Yep, okay. So for tonight, your case is done, and we're gonna move on to our next agenda items, and you're free to leave if you want. So, okay?
All right.
All right, so our next meeting is November 14th, I believe.
Yes.
So,
14th?
yeah, okay?
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah,
I haven't looked at that.
6 o'clock.
Same time, yep.
All righty.
Okay.
Thank you.
All
Anything
right,
else?
so our next item on the agenda would be other business. Well,
Public forum.
yeah, is there any public forum here for anybody that might make any other comments, I guess not related to this case? No one being present, I guess we can move on to our next agenda item, which would be other business, sub A. Correspondence received, any members of the board received any correspondence? Okay, none being received. 11B would be zoning board reports, any reports to be made? Okay, no reports. 11C, reports of planning commission liaison.
That's me.
Is that you?
That's
I
me.
didn't know if it was Tony or,
No, that's me.
it's Tony.
Yeah,
yeah, I guess you are.
no, it's me.
All right.
Yeah.
I remember that now.
One thing, I want to give you guys a heads up on the CBA. Currently, the planning commission, we're undertaking an effort to come up with new or modified ordinances, 4 or 5 of them, that have to do with open space, alternative energy, and a couple more. Short-term rentals.
Oh, yeah.
Airbnbs. So we really have our plate full and, on the planning commission, which means these are activities that we kind of bubbling up in the, from here on out, which I'm sure some of these ordinance will, come across here in the CBA also. Okay, so the open air is important. The alternative energy is huge. It's kind of divided into 2 parts: large scale and small scale. Like panels on your roof and all that kind of thing. So there's ordinances being worked on right now. Right now, it's still at a state level, so we're kind of in a holding pattern. But down the road, that's going to roll down into the CBA.
Okay, thanks, Eric.
Yep.
We did public forum already, so I guess we'll need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Any
I had to go
discussion?
fast to get that one.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. We're done for the night.